Welcome back to Spiritually Rooted. Real quick, talk about a few things. Last night I made some water infusions and I bought rosemary and mint leaf organic from my grocery store. I got like a medium pack about this size, but the rosemary was $2.99. They did have a smaller pack with I think one or two leaves in it, and it was two for $3. So I was like, you know what, two. I thought, I bought the bigger pack because I got more leaves in there. I think it was like one leaf in a pack. I don't remember, but I know I got more out of the bigger one that I brought. And the peppermint was I got for $1. That was on sale. So I came home, put it in the water, boil it down. I had it simmer for 15 minutes, and because I got caught up in cooking, it was actually left in the pot for like another hour and a half. So which was fine. I took it out and I pour the water, well the infused into my water bottle, and then I put 3 teaspoons of tea tree oil in there. It mixed together, and I sprayed in my hair. Now, I don't know because of the mint leaf, and or the tea tree. No, it was the tea tree. Like I just tested on my scalp because that was the first time that I used it, and it gave like a little cooling or a little tingling sensation. I was like, oh, not bad, it's nice. So I put it in the water and put it in my hair, and it works wonderful. I like the way it makes my hair feel like a little refreshed. So for my rosemary mint water, I'm gonna try to use at night, and I have another water bottle that had black tea in there. I boiled that down like a couple of weeks ago, and if you haven't seen my video regarding that, I basically use it for my ends of my dreadlocks to cover up the lint. And if you go see the video, I showed like the lint in my hair. That was just like, bow, it was there. So, needless to say, I put that in my hair and instantly I love the results. But because black tea darkens your hair, if you constantly using it, I start from the roots, and then I probably missed it like from here down. So with me doing that, I don't really like want it all in my hair, but it hides the lint very well. That's a temporary fix to the lint issues, and I think I used it about like twice on my dreadlocks since I made it about I think a week or two ago. I'm going to try the next time I make the next batch. I'm going to I have it in a green bottle, but I think I'm going to put it in a clear bottle because my bathroom color is like, it's blue, gray, brown, and like tan color mixed together. So everything that's in there goes according to the bathroom theme, and I have this one green bottle that just throws everything off. But needless to say, I like to see when I'm like looking at things and it's in a green bottle. I really, I can see that it's dark, but I don't know, OCD with stuff like that. And then my other water bottle I just had regular water in there, and like if not every day, every other day, I would like spray my hair with water, or when I put my conditioner in my hair or my shea butter that I made in my hair, I can't apply it to my hair dry. It has to be a little damp. So I always mist my hair in the morning. So with that last night, I had peppermint oil that I had a bad experience with. Let me tell you, I don't know if I said in the other video, but one night I wanted to just, relax or whatever. And I went to go just add 2 drops of peppermint in the water. And because when I tapped, I didn't see anything come out because I had the lights off, the candles lit. It was like relax mode. And all of a sudden I hear it go bloop, 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 bloop. And realized it was pouring out. So it probably was like 40 drops in the bath water. Needless to say, I was like, oh, I was smelling it, like opened up my sinuses. I was like, oh, okay, not bad, not worry. 5 minutes later, like my body went through this numb cooling sensation. I'm like throwing the water on me, like, why is it cold like that all of a sudden? Needless to say, it was a peppermint. So I was like right for like a good 2.5 hours. And I thought I had to go to the emergency room, like seriously. Jumped in the covers, it wasn't working. I had the heat on, like blowing up my body, excuse me, my allergies. That wasn't working until about 2 hours of wore off. Peppermint oil has a natural source of menthol in it. And, when applied to the skin, when peppermint oil is applied to the skin, it's a mild anesthetic. So, needless to say, my skin was like on anesthesia for like 2.5 hours until it started just like it was like from here down my legs. I was like, oh God, what am I gonna do? And as it wore off, like it almost like it was in a rolling sensation because it just rolled down and like literally I felt a leaf from my feet, and I was like, thank you, Jesus. And when that happened, like I basically like kept an eye out on my skin to see, if I would break out, if I have a rash, and needless to say, I didn't. So I was kind of leery with the peppermint oil. I was using it for, when I heat up my wax to scent the house. But last night I put I think I put 2 tablespoons in my water bottle, and my water bottle is like it holds 2 cups. So I put 2 tablespoons of peppermint in the water, and right after that I shook it up and I sprayed it in my hair, which it wasn't bad at all. I felt the cooling sensation, and I was like, oh, this is nice. So my rosemary I would use in the morning, and my my rosemary I use at night, and my peppermint water I use in the morning. With that said, you may ask, well, what did you do with the peppermint leaves and the rosemary? I didn't throw them out. I have almond oil that I never used before, so I got my little jars, these little jars, and I have coconut, organic coconut oil. So what I did was I scooped out, this is pretty full, so this is about, I'm trying to think, about 4.5 teaspoons of coconut oil. Now, it's solid because, it thickens, and when it's in a cool area. So I took out, 4 teaspoons, and I had it sitting in hot water, and then I put it on the stove a little bit, and I slowly melted it, and I thought when it would cool off, it'll get solid again, but surprisingly, it didn't. And I put I don't know if you can see it in there, probably can, yeah. I put some of the rosemary and the mint leaves in here, and I actually have it in my closet. I'm gonna let it be sitting there for another like 2 weeks probably, and then take it out. And I also have almond oil that I put the remaining in here, and these 2 are going in my closet, sit there for like 2 weeks. And every winter, I think I'm going to do another one, but every winter or when the cold season starts, and it's funny because when I brought these little jars, I was like, you know what, I think I'm going to start selling my hair cream. I kid you not, my aunt asked me when I showed her the jar, and she was like, so are you going to sell it? I was like, no. I was like, if somebody comes to me and say, try what I do and be like, oh, can you make me some? I buy some. Yeah. It'll come in these little jars, and yes, I will sell it. A day or 2 later, my friend texts me, hey, when you make your oils, can you make me a bottle and I buy it from you? And every year she does it. For the past, I think, 1.5 years to 2. When she started to go natural, I made her my aloe vera concoction for her hair. Then one year I was at her house and I had my oil. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a mixture. So like every year she always asks me for some oil. But when she texts me, can you make me some oils and I buy it from you? So I'm going to buy. I put them normally in the travel size bottle, but I have these. I bought these like 12 in the pack, so I think I have like a few more left. So I'm going to put it in there and give her the oils. And I probably make some for Christmas. So that's what I'm leaning on right now. But I have all my stuff in these little jars, and they come in handy. Now, with that said, cocoa butter. I use cocoa butter. This type of cocoa butter. I've been using this for a week now since they had it in my beauty supply store, and I made my shea butter cream, as you go see in the other videos. But I also use that for my skin. Exactly a week ago, my skin was all broke out over here. No big deal. It happens every time my monthly comes. I break out here, sometimes over here. And because my skin gets dry in the wintertime, my neck, and if you see my video, I think I showed you, my neck over here was like raw. I've been using that, and it's, I think, 6 or 7 days now, a week. The scar, like, you can't even see it. It was like big. I've been putting that on every day. And on my neck, it's clear. So, needless to say, yes, cocoa butter does work. A lot of people talk about this brand. Oh, this is not 100% natural shea butter. Whatever. For me, it works. Like, especially with your blemishes and everything. I've been putting it on my face since I've been putting that on my face in the morning. Well, I switched over to my grapeseed stuff, but I put the cocoa butter on at night. I try to put it on like twice on my neck, especially because I'm always scratching my neck. But like, it has literally cleared up my skin. My skin looks smooth, and I use the grapeseed oil in the morning for my face. So I put that on in the morning when I get up the shower. Put that on in the morning, and that also is good for the blemishes. So like, I noticed like just within the past 7 days, I think I've been using grapeseed oil for like the past 3 days now. But like, my skin is smooth. Like, yeah. But needless to say, I use those two things for my face and to keep my skin moist. Today I went to the store